we will be learning about the place value. Okay, all of you say place value.
Place value.
Place value. That's excellent. So we'll be learning about place value. Okay, at the end of the lesson, we will be able to know the place value of numbers anytime we see it. Okay, we are going to be able to tell whether a number is in ones, is in tens, or is in hundreds. Yes, Tiara.
I think I know some of the place values. It's where people live.
Okay, that one is going to be geography. Okay, then we are going to talk about places. Okay, Tiara. This one we are going to talk about numbers. Okay, so that we will be able to tell whether a number is in hundreds, or the number is in tens, or the number is in ones. Okay.
Will you say a number?
Yes, we are going to say the numbers, and then we are going to mention them. Okay. All right. So, but before we start with that, I want us to count from 300 to 400. Are you ready?
Okay.
We are going to count from 300 to 400. Okay. Are you ready?
Okay.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
ready, go.
Yeah.
300.
301, 302, 310, 304, 305, 306, 307, 308, 309, 310, 311, 312, 300. Okay. 314, 314, 318, 319, 320, 321,
26, 327. 348, 349, 350, 351, 352.
356, 350, no, 300.
Okay. So,
No,
yes,
are
Tiara.
we supposed to write the numbers? Are we supposed to write the numbers?
No, we are not supposed to write, okay? We are going to write later on, but right now we just want to say it, okay? And then know it. So you've done well. You got to 350. That's good, okay? So we are going to continue later, all right? So anytime you get a chance, you try to be saying your numbers, okay? As you say them, you get used to them and you master them, okay? All right, so let's start. Let's kick start with class today. Now, when we say place value, okay, now, you know, we have lots of numbers in the world. We have lots of numbers in the world, okay? But all these numbers have their place, okay? All these numbers have their place, all right? So anytime a number is written, you can tell the place, you can mention the number by looking at the place the number is located. Do you understand? So I want you to look on my board, look on my little board here. Now, when we have a number like this, who can tell me what number this is?
25.
No. No, if you want to answer a question, you put your hand up and then I mention your name. Okay. So, Tiara.
25.
25, okay. So we know this number as 25, all right. Now, when we say place value, okay, we can see 2 and 5 over here, all right. Now, for you to be able to tell the place value of a number, you have to look at the place that the number is found, okay. So we can see 2,
Okay.
2 is at the first place, and then 5 is at where? The second place. Can you see it? So 2 is at the first place, and then 5 is at the second place. Do you see that? So when the number is here, okay, it's at the first place. When there are two numbers and there's a number at the first place, okay, it has its own place value, all right? And then when it's at the second place, it has its own place value. Okay, so the place, you can tell the place value of a number by looking at where it has been placed. Okay. All right. So now let's try to tell the place value of this number. All right. Now let's look at this. 5, the number 5, we say is always in what? The number 5 is in ones. All of you say ones.
1.
Say ones.
1.
Okay, ones. Tens. And hundreds.
And hundreds.
Okay, so we have ones. All of you say ones.
1.
We have tens.
10.
And we have hundreds.
100.
Okay, so now this is what we are going to do. Anytime we see one cube like this, it's going to be ones. Okay, we are going to count it at ones. Okay, anytime we see a cube like this, we are going to count it as what?
1.
Okay, anytime we see a cube like this, we are going to call it as tens. All of you say tens. Tens. Okay, so when we see a cube like this, we are going to call it ones. When we see a cube like this, we are going to call it tens. Okay. Okay. Now, when we see a cube like this, we are going to call it hundreds. Okay.
Hundreds.
We are going to call it hundreds. All of you say hundreds.
100.
All right. So when we see a cube like this, we will call it ones. Like this, we call it 10. Like this, we call it hundreds. Okay. Okay. So right now we have, how many ones do we have here?
One.
One. We have one ones, okay? So we have one ones, okay? How many tens do we have here?
One.
We have one, okay? Can you see that? So this one is called 10, okay? And we have only one of it here. Can you see that?
Yes.
All right. And this one is called hundreds, okay? Hundreds. And we have one of it, okay?
One.
So this one, we say we have 100, 1 tens, and 1 ones, okay? Okay. Elom, can you see that?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Now, who can tell me how many ones we have here? Yes, Tiara?
3.
3. Excellent. That's brilliant. Let's count together. 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 ones. Okay. So let's write it. We have 3 ones. All right. Now, who can tell me how many tens we have here? Yes, Samira.
20.
Now, how many tens do we have?
2.
Okay, we have 2 tens. That's correct. Okay, we have 2 tens. Okay, remember we say anytime we see this one, we say we have what? 1 ones, or 1 tens. Okay, so we have 1 ones, 1 tens, and 1 hundreds. Okay, so now over here we have 2 tens. Let's count together. 1, 2. Okay, so we have 2 tens. Okay, now how many hundreds do we have here? All of you say it together. How many hundreds do we have here? 1. We have 1. Okay. All right. So anytime you see the representation, you count. Okay. Hello, Sean. What's wrong? Sean, stop crying, okay? Stop crying, okay? All right, good boy. Give me 5. Give me 5. Good boy. Good boy. That's my boy. All right. Yes, Tiara.
I need to go and read.
Okay, go and come. All right. So I'm going to ask Aliyah, tell me how many ones. Tell me how many ones we have here.
5.
5 ones. That's excellent. Can you all see it? Let's count together. 1,
1,
2,
2,
3, 4, 5. So we have 5 ones. Okay. All right. So Elora. Elora, can you hear me? All right. So Janelle, you tell me how many tens. How many tens do you see here?
4.
4. Excellent. That's brilliant. Okay. So anytime you see this, you count it as what? 10. So we have 4 tens. All of you say 4 tens.
4 tens.
All of you say 4 tens.
4 tens.
Excellent. All right, so we have 4 tens. Okay, so we are going to combine the ones and tens, okay, so that we can see the place value of numbers. Okay. All right. How many tens do we have here? Who can tell me? Yes, Sean. Sean, how many tens do we have? 3. Okay. We have 3 tens here. So we write 3. Okay. We write 3 tens. Okay. How many ones do we have here?
2.
Yes. Elora. Hey, I think I'm getting your name wrong. What's your name? Kate. Okay. So Kate, how many ones do we have here? Count it and tell me. How many ones do we have here? Look here. Look on the board. How many ones do we have here? Yes, Kate. Let's count. Kate, let's count it together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we have 6 ones. Can you all see that? So we have 6 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 ones. Okay, let's count the tens. 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 tens. Okay. All right. So that's how we count when it comes to place value. Okay. Now I want you to look here. All of you look here. You say that. Hello.
Yes. Hi.
Dillis, I want you to sit down. I want to see you, Dillis. Okay, so now when you see, anytime you see this, okay, you count them in tens and then ones. All right. Now 3 tens means that we have 10 here, 10 here, and 10 here. Okay. So we have 3 tens. So we have 10, 10, 10. All right. So if we add 10 3 times, what do we get? Who can tell me? When we add 10 3 times, 30. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. So 3 tens means we have 30. So we have 10, 20, 30. Okay. So 3 tens means we have 10 3 times. Okay. So we have 10, 20, 30. Okay. So 3 tens is the same as 30. Okay. All right. Now, 6 ones also means that we have 6. Okay. So 6 ones is the same as 6. And 3 tens is the same as 30. Okay. So when we add 30 plus 6, what do we get?
36.
You have to put your hand up. 30 plus 6, what do we get? Yes, Aliyah?
36.
36, okay. So 3 tens plus 6 ones will give us 36. Okay. Okay. Any question?
Yeah. No.
Okay, so we are going to do a lot of examples. By the time we are done with the examples, you are going to understand better, okay? Okay, so let's add up.
Okay.
Yes, Tiara?
I already done this before.
Okay, so we are learning, we are upgrading on it, okay? So that's good. So you try and then remember what you learned and then you bring it to class, okay? All right, so.
It's already.
Yes, Tiara, you are saying something.
I already have it in my book.
Okay, so we are going to solve lots of examples, okay? Okay, let's continue. Delis, I want you to put a straw aside. Okay, all right. Okay, so let's continue. Okay. Samira, how many tens do we have?
4.
We have 4 tens. We have 4 tens, okay? So 4 tens. Delis, how many ones do we have? 5. That's brilliant. We have 5 ones. All right, Sean. We said 4 tens means
40.
40. All right, 40. And 5 ones means 5. Okay. So when we add 40 to 5, what do we get?
45.
45. That's brilliant. My students are brilliant. That's great. Okay, so now look here. Look at something. We have 45 here, okay? You remember that we added 4 tens? Hello?
Yeah.
You remember that we added 4 tens to 5 ones to get 45, right? Okay, so when we have a number like this, okay, we have a number like 45, okay, when we have a number like 45, what it means is that 4 over here is in what? Hello, please look here. We have 45, that's 40 and 5, okay? So 4 over here is in what? Tens, okay? 4 is in tens. You remember that we had 4 tens and we added to the 5 ones to get 45. So our 4 is in what? Tens, okay? And our 5 is in what? Ones, okay? Do you understand? So we have 4 tens and 5 ones. So we added the 4 tens to the 5 ones and we had 40, okay? So when we have 45, it means that our 4 is in what? Tens. So our 4 is represent 40. That's 4 tens, okay? And our 5 represent 5 ones. Okay. All right, so let's do this exercise. Now look here. What do I have here? 95, okay?
95.
I have 95 here. So I'm going to tell the place value of 9. What's the place value of 9? The place value of 9 is, yes, Tiara?
10.
Tens, okay?
10.
So the place value of 9 is what? 10. So we have 9 tens, okay? Which is equal to what? 9 10 is equal to what?
5.
No, 9 tens is equal to what?
10.
You remember that we say, when we say 9
90.
90, okay? When we say 9 tens, okay, it means we have 10 9 times. We are adding 10 9 times, which will give us 90, okay? So we have 90. And then 5 is in what? Our 5 is in what? Ones, okay? So we have 5 ones. So the place value of 5 is what? Ones, okay? All right, so Dillis, this one is coming for you. Dillis, what's the place value of 3? Is it in tens on ones? 3. Is it tens or ones? Yes, Samira.
10.
Tens, okay. Tens. Now look here. Anytime you have two numbers, okay? Anytime you have two numbers together, like 35 over here, the first number is always in tens, and the second number is always in ones, okay? Anytime you have two numbers. Dillis, are you watching? Okay.
Yeah.
Anytime you have two numbers together, okay, the first one is always in tens, and the second one is always in ones, okay? Do you understand? Okay. So Dillis, tell me, what's the place value of this?
I want to go to the washroom first. I want to go to the washroom first. I'm coming.
Okay, go and come. Yes. Tiara, what's the place value of 4?
10.
Tens, okay? For the place value of 4 is what? Tens, okay? All right. No. What?